What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new series, brand new episode of Flight Simulator. I got to get the game set over because I'm stupid. I forgot to do it, so it's been a minute. We were gonna do. I was gonna actually try to finish COD World War II, but I didn't. So sorry about that. We're not gonna get to finish that. I do apologize. I want to let you guys know I am so sorry. But we're going to be taking a flight here. Get our EFB out here. We've got a flight ready to go all the way over to. I'm actually going to. What is that? What is that? Is that a house driving down the road? That is a house. What the frick is that? Hold on. What? What is that? What? What on God's green earth was that, dude? I've never seen something like that before. Oh my God. Okay, let's go ahead and get our. Let me load this PLN file in here. Load from PC. I don't know if you can see this PLN file here. I'm gonna adjust it. I have send APC Avionics here. Okay. That flight plan makes no sense, but okay. It's got us taking off of runway 27 left. Direct. Figured out. Figured out. Alright, let's go ahead and get our co-pilot in here. IFR Flan. Good to go. Aircraft. It says citation CJ4. Beautiful aircraft. I always gotta love that beautiful aircraft. We've got to do flight performances. Good to go. Weight. Where's my weight at? Do I not have weight? The flight planner. Where's my weight? Configure. Cargo. Seats. We're going to get us a co-pilot in here. Load the aircraft. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll do like this right here. They're not fully loaded. All right, let's go ahead and it's been a minute since we've done our plane checks and stuff. First thing we're gonna do, let me go ahead and throw this in the chat for you guys, just so you guys can join it if you want to. Whiskey Ridge roleplay. Don't know if it's gonna come back soon, but hopefully it does. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get started here. Gonna hit our battery. Emergency light armed, standby flight display armed, and avionics master is on. Good to go. Alright, we're going to go get our clearance here. Cross that IFR clearance. Good to go. That way we have it.
Clearance delivery. Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree.
We'll get all this stuff there. We'll get
to Spokane.
Loaded.
Ready to copy.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51 is cleared to Spokane Airport as filed. Expect runway 28 left. Maintain flight level tree 90. Departure frequency is 127.85, squawk 7021.
Clear to Spokane Airport is filed. Expect runway 28 left. Maintain flight level 390. Departure frequency is 127.85, squawk 7021. Sonoran 351.
Clear to Spokane as filed. Runway 28 left. Maintain flight level tree 90. Departure frequency is 127.85, squawk 7021. Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51.
Alright.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51. Readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.9 when ready to taxi.
Terrain.
Good day.
I think weather's good. A little cloudy. I think we're alright though. Let's go Portland ground. No, actually, I need to ground services here. Okay. Well, there's no one to load them up here, so I guess we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Is that loaded in here? No, they're not. Okay. I don't know why, but for some odd reason, they don't like it. This game does not like passengers sometimes.
Portland ground. Sonoran 351 Sierra
Block feels
Oscar
good.
November Tree 51 at General Aviation Parking. Information Charlie. Request pushback.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51, Portland ground. Pushback approved.
Okay, ground service. Give me that pushback. Also, I'm going to get taxi IFR here.
Portland ground, Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree, Fife, 1 with Charlie, ready to taxi, IFR.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51. Taxi to and hold short of runway 28 left via taxiway Foxtrot Charlie Charlie 8. Contact tower on 12 tree decimal 775. When ready.
Taxi and hold short of runway 28 left via taxiway Fiat Charlie Charlie 8. Contact tower on 123-775 when ready. Sonoran 351.
Taxiing. Hold short runway 28 left
Fiat.
using taxiway. Foxtrot, Charlie,
Foxtrot,
Charlie 8.
sorry. Oh my gosh, he's not a real
Sierra
pilot.
Oscar,
He's
November
saying
351.
Fiat, not Foxtrot. He's trash. Give me pushback.
Portland ground,
Started here.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar, November Tree, 51. Requesting pushback.
Good to go.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51.
Turn fuel pump
Pushback
on.
request accepted.
Good to go. Get these good to go. Wait till he can answer. Pop the parking brake off and back us up.
Delta Tree 2 Tree. Gate Delta 11. Information Charlie.
He'll hook
Request
up.
pushback.
Feel it kind of push the plane a little bit.
Delta Tree 2 Tree.
Yeah.
Portland ground. Pushback approved.
Alright. Steer to the left.
Portland ground, Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree
There you go.
51. Requesting
Right,
pushback
yeah.
tug to steer the aircraft to the left.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51. Your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Alright. Okay. Pushback stop. Good to go.
Portland ground, Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree
parking brake on.
51. Requesting the end
If
of
he
pushback.
disconnects, flaps down.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51.
Alright.
Request to end pushback received.
He's good to go. He's good to go.
Portland ground, Delta Tree 2 Tree. Requesting pushback.
Portland ground, Delta Tree 2 Tree. No
Engine one
pushback
started.
tug is available to answer your request.
Alright, go and get our lights on here. Beacon lights, nav lights, strobe lights, seat belts, passenger safety, taxi lights, of course, logo lights, and
Portland ground,
recon lights.
Delta Tree 2 Tree.
Throw our wing lights on,
Charlie,
and we're also
ready
going to
to
go ahead
taxi.
and get
IFR.
pited heat on. Pited heat on left, pited heat
Delta
on.
Tree 2 Tree.
Right.
Taxi
Good to
2
go.
and hold short of runway 28 left using taxiway Kilo
Alright,
Tango
engine one
Bravo
is
Bravo
a
8.
go.
Contact tower
Closing
on
terminal.
12 tree decimal 775.
Is to
when
go.
ready.
Copy. Alright, while that gets started up, we're going to go ahead and go. Again, it's a quick
Delta
flight
Tree
tonight. I did want to
2
stream.
Did you hear my last transmission?
Check taxiway's good to go. Confirm but verify. Good to go. Flaps are down. Pited heat is on. Landing light or taxi lights are on. Good to go. All lights are good to go. Flight plan is in EFB. We're good to file. Good to go.
Delta Tree 2 Tree. Acknowledge last transmission.
Alright. It's good to go. We're going to back out, go back over to our flight plan here, check our map here. This is going to be a little bit of a weird flight plan. I don't know how we're going to get out of here. It's going to be weird for us to get out of here because the flight plan is a little janky. But good to go. While this is good, I'm going to go ahead and turn that back on to fuel pump back to auto, so we're not running straight fuel. We're
Delta
using
Tree
one
2
engine.
Tree.
Delta
Did you hear my
233
last
333
transmission?
is gone right now, dude. taxiway here a little bit. Sorry. Flaps are down, good to go. What am I missing here? I'm not missing anything, I don't think. Yeah, we're good to go. Did pre-flight check before we did the live stream, so we're good to go with that. So that's not going to be a problem for tonight, I don't think. I could be wrong though. I don't believe it's going to be a problem, but it could be. Obviously, our EFB flight plan is a little jankier.
Delta Tree to Tree. IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Alright, let's go ahead and contact Portland Tower. Alright, we're already here. Let's go ahead and get that IFR clearance here.
Portland Tower, Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree, 5-1 ready for departure. Runway 28 left, IFR to Spokane.
Parking brake.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51, altimeter tree 015. Cleared for takeoff runway 28 left.
Clear for takeoff for runway 28 left. Sonoran 351, have a good day.
Cleared for takeoff runway 28 left. Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51.
I love how it does this every time. For some odd reason, it tells me it's always sitting there saying, "You cannot go down the runway." That's good. Full power. V1 rotate. Positive rate, gear up.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51 contact Portland departure on 127.85.
Flaps track.
Good day.
Where am I headed? We're heading over to Spokane, Washington today. No, Spokane International.
127.85 for Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51.
Level out that car here, get the Fortune. Yeah, we're overspeeding a little bit. Going to slow us down a little bit. Pop speed brakes just a little bit, get us slowed down. Alright, contact Portland Fortune. Put autopilot on.
Departure. Sonoran 351 Sierra.
We know kind of where we need to be
November
heading.
Tree
Head and select.
is
We'll get
passing
us turned in
2,900
that
feet,
direction.
climbing flight level tree 90.
Altitude hold mode on. It's not gonna be.
351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51. Portland departure. Altimeter tree 017. Radar contact.
We need to go to
Continue.
3,900, 39,000 actually. We got a ways to climb. Selected on the altitude altimeter here. The altitude selected, not the altimeter. I'm stupid. We'll do vertical speed. Start a climb at 2,000 per minute. Alright, we're good to go. That's where we need to head here. I need to put this on my data here. I don't know what I need. I need something so I can get heading corrected here. Recon lights are on, good to go. Climbing through the clouds here. Beautiful day, and we're taking off out of Portland, Oregon. Beautiful Portland, Oregon. You can't really see it now because of the clouds, but it's real pretty down there. So trust me, I've been there. Not really, but trust me. It's good to go. Potted heat is good. We get air conditioning on. We'll turn it up to about 71. Fuel pump's still good. Everything's all A-OK. Take our oh. There we go. One notch over. There we go. Perfect. Just turn right. We're still climbing. All right. Good to go. We can climb a little bit more. I'm gonna climb us at 3,500 feet per minute. Get us up a little bit faster.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 5-1 contact. Seattle Center on 124.2. Good day.
124.2. Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 5-1. Seattle Center, Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 5-1 is at 9,300 feet climbing flight level tree 90.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 5-1. Seattle Center, altimeter tree 014. Radar contact. Continue to Lima Tango Juliet.
Go here. We'll bank a little bit. Bunch of straight shot, so we're doing good. Your speed's good. Coming above the clouds here. Game's running absolutely amazing. Sun's still out. Weather's good. We got a ways to climb, but we'll be alright. We shall be alright. Now we begin the absolutely boring part of the flight here, where we get our initial climb up. We baseline at 39, flight level 290.
351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 5-1 contact.
We babysit the
Seattle
flight.
Center on 126.6. Good day.
Contacting Seattle Center on contact Seattle Center on 126.6.
Going to 126.6. Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 5-1. Seattle Center, Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 5-1 is passing flight level 190, climbing flight level tree 90. Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 5-1. Seattle Center, radar contact. Continue to Lima Tango Juliet.
Alright, Lima Tango Juliet. We got a ways to go. It'll be a minute before we even get close to there. We'll just babysit the plane now. As you can see, there's a lot of aircraft coming to Portland. Portland's a little busy. So, we're not too far from we're over on the west coast. flying, got the ocean to our back. We're flying high. Heading off into the horizon here, just passing flight level 220. Kind of LTJ's coming up on our flight pad here up on the top left. We'll bank left at what looks to be probably, I don't know what the heading's going to be for that. 60, give or take. And it's a straight shot. It'll take us right in. So it shall take us right in. We're just babysitting the plane right now. So we are just babysitting the plane. As much as I love flight sim, I was not really in the mood to play flight sim per se, but I was going to play Call of Duty World War II, but they've had so many problems with hackers on a almost 10-year-old game, 8-year-old video game, mind you, 2025, what 7-year-old video game. And there's a mountain right there, dude. Look at that right there. There's a mountain peeking through the clouds. Is that Mount Rainier? I can check in the FB. Could be watching live. What's going on? Okay. I can check in the EFM Center. Ah, it's almost Chow Lake, Bob's Field, Flying Hill. I'm not seeing a landmark. I don't think it's a. This is what I'm looking at right here. I think it is currently. No, this is what I'm looking at. That right there. What is that? What mountain is that? That's what I'm seeing. This is the mountain we're looking at right here. What mountain is that? Is that Mount Rainier? I don't know. Could very well be. I'm not sure. I will go ahead and pop our seatbelts off because the passengers that we magically have back there in Spirit, they're good to go. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. I don't think we're going to need this anymore. We're away from the sun. Our backs, we can go away from the sun for the most part of this flight here. Going on to LTJ here. We're going to be making a left turn. And then from there, it's just a straight shot. We're still on our initial climb. We're almost here. We're actually climbing pretty good for that. I'm going to go ahead and give us a little bit of booster so I don't want us to do that. We're also losing speeds before we're going to go ahead and correct that real quick. We're going to dump us down to 2,000 feet per minute. We're going to gain speed back. I don't want to lose it. Still gaining altitude, but we need to get the speed back up. It'll hold us at 39. We just got to hold it for a little bit longer. And I'd rather hold 122 knots than to stall at 30,000 feet in the air. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. We die. No pun intended. I don't know what the pun was, but Haley, what's going on, Haley? Welcome. Well, I'm sorry I didn't mean to yell like that. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the live stream. Hope you have had a good night. Hope you're having a swell night. Glad to see you in here. We're full steam ahead, 40% fuel. I think we're okay. I think we're A-okay here. We got a little ways to go with bank left. I think our fuel is okay. Once we get to our flight, we'll flatten out. I'll slow her down. We won't be burning so much fuel. That won't be a problem. I didn't mean to yell. I don't know why. I gotta mess with this microphone a little bit, dude. I don't know. I'm used to talking like this. I'm used to just like whispering kind of. I'm so talking like slow. So yeah, but now I can just kind of just talk regular, which is great. I think it's okay. I need to get the podcast going. I think I'm gonna hit a big time spoon tomorrow. I think we might sit down and record a podcast episode. Might do one tonight. Might record one tonight. A Southern Show podcast. I'm making a leftover at LTJ. I'm looking as that to be about 50. That's about hitting 50, 49, 50. So I'm looking for that to be that. So we're still at our initial climb here. Passing 37,000. Just past 37,000. We're rolling. I think we should be flattened out by the time we get here, which is good. At the rate we're climbing. It'll call altitude at 38. Should call out altitude at 38.
Altitude.
There you go. 1,000 foot clearance. Less than 1,000 foot, you're good. Altitude. It'll hold us at that. It's going to start leveling out the plane. It'll hold us at 39. We got our flight plan all in here. I got it set for that. Put it in a PL. I've been using SimBrief. SimBrief is really nice to use. I really love SimBrief. It's really fun to use. I'm actually really loving SimBrief a lot. So, I really a lot. Yeah. Alright. We're at 39,000. Just crossed LTJ, just like we're supposed to, dude. Just like we're supposed to. I mean, this is actually doing really good. The PFD conversion's okay. We're doing good. We are rolling right now, dude. Look at that, dude. That is absolutely majestic right now. That is so pretty. It's so pretty. Yeah, I think we might do a podcast. I think after I get off here, I think I might record an episode for the podcast. I got some stuff to talk about for sure. If Spoon wants to get on, we might do one. I'll just do it one by myself if that's it. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get us our speed back up. I'm gonna have this joker rolling, and I'll slow her down. I just got to speed up. Flaps are good, yeah. Flaps are up. We're trying to land in the day. I've been landing at night, so. Be good for fuel though. I should be. Hate this. Don't you just hate this? Kicks you off the let me get corrected here. Forward, inch it back over, and we'll be good. Weather's good. Not seeing some rain. No weather. Rain's good.
this airplane. We're 230. We're rolling right now. Check our airspeed. Oh, before we start dinging here.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51 contact Seattle Center on 1 tree 2.6. Good day.
Contacting the
1
center.
tree 2.6. Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51.
Contacting the center. Good to go.
Seattle Center, Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51. Flight level tree 90.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November Tree 51, Seattle Center. Radar contact. Continue to ZOMR.
Alright, we're good to go. Oh man, it's beautiful. Washington. Old Washington. This is actually not a long flight at all. This is going to be a really quick flight. When I hit Zuma, probably descending way before then, I'm hoping. This is going to be really fun. I'm going to set us on runway 26. The approach is going to be a little crazy. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it, no problem. No problem. No problem. I'm going to grab me a drink though. Just real quick. I'm going to hurry back. I'll be right back. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll be right back. I'm sorry that I'm back. I had to cut the air on as well as the drink. It's just getting a little warm in here. And I figured you hear the sound anyway, you know? You're right above it. So why not? Look at this mountain range, dude. It's so crazy. Look at that farmland and just look at it switching. It reminds me, it's on a greater scale. But that reminds me so much of the Mississippi Delta right there, that line that crosses. You can't see what I'm... This right here. This whole line right here. Reminds me, you have I mean, like I said, these are probably 1,000-foot-in-air mountains, right? But these field lands, and you have a bluff right here, and it's just hills, rolling hills. Reminds me a lot of the Mississippi Delta, I think. I'm sorry again if you're hearing air conditioning. Oh, the air feels nice though, too nice. These are like really on, not like more to scale.
These mosquitoes, man. I'm telling you, these mosquitoes are rough. You can only hear the plane. The plane, boss, the plane. Okay. We're good. Good. Yeah. So, like I said, we're gonna be, trying to get it. What? There we go. Back in my plane. The plane, boss. The plane. This is not a long flight. This flight's actually really pretty short. We're halfway done with it right now. I can see we're even off course here a little bit. I need to adjust just a little bit here. Yeah, Zoom's already popping in. We'll probably start just decreasing altitude pretty quick here. When we get to Zoom, we'll be dropping down really quick. 38,000 is not that hard to get down from. We'll just slow down a good bit. We can slow down a lot and descend more than we are going. And by the time we get there, we'll be good. I don't know the altitude of this area. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you something that I don't know. But I do know that that last time Salt Lake City was not great. We about crashed the plane into a house because, in my defense, I'm not from the area, right? And they never told me. They said, "Hey, keep it at 4,600 feet." Well, 4,600 feet in Salt Lake City, Utah, that's on the ground. 2,600 feet, is our normal approach. That would have had us in the dirt. So, by a lot. So I'd like to make that known right now. Mosquito, dude. I've got to do some. I got to fix these mosquitoes. Oh shoot, sorry. All up in that woman's face right now, dude. Sorry. I gotta look at some stuff and spray for mosquitoes. They're bad, dude. I had the air conditioner off. They're not bad. Like, they're not as bad as they were the other night. Last week, but they're pretty bad. Pretty bad. I'm on course now. I went too far over. We're getting in a zoomer. We're getting in a zoomer really quick here, like no problem at all, like fast. What are you laughing at? Why are you laughing? It's not even funny. I almost crashed a plane. I hope you know that. Like, it's not funny. It's not funny. We'll cross Zoomer. Go ahead and put our belt back on here. Look at that river. Was that a canyon? That's a river. I don't know what river it's from, but it's a river. Pretty good sized river at that. Holding the 35, we're good to go here. It is funny. You're not funny. Okay, you're done. You're done. You're donezo. Dunquisha is what you are. You're Dunquisha. Yeah, this flight's gonna be quick. We're already coming up on Zoom here. I mean, it'll be quick. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. The turns here are not the best. Had a plane flying right up under us here. Can I see this guy?
Sonoran 351 Sierra, Oscar November Tree 51.
Sometimes you can see him.
Center on 126.1.
He's way down there. You might not be able to see him. We're gonna get our.
Going to 126.1. Sonoran 351 Sierra, Oscar November Tree 51.
This is a real quick flight. It's 43-minute long. It's about an hour-long flight. Quick. Super quick.
Seattle Center, Sonoran 351 Sierra, Oscar November Tree 51. Flight level tree 90.
Sonoran 351 Sierra, Oscar November Tree 51. Seattle Center. Radar contact. Continue to ZOOMR.
Copy. I know. I thought I could have seen him, but I guess I'm not. I guess it's probably why they didn't do the thing. We'll be zooming so fast. We're rolling, dude. We'll be there quick. Must be our descent. What this will do right here is if we miss our approach, it'll want us to do all this other stuff and come in here, do a circle or whatever, and then it'll want us to get back on the final approach here coming in. So it's a whole big ordeal. We usually don't try to, unless it's really stupid, I don't try to do it. I usually try to set the plane down, because that's what you want to do anyway, you know. That's what you want to do. I think we're okay. Now this is a tricky airport, because this runway is going to run right across here. But I'm planning on, if we can slow down good enough, we might be good and might be able to use this taxiway, but I'm hoping to use this taxiway right here. If we're good to go, we might be able to get that. I can set her down just good enough. But what the thing about it is you got to set her down about right in here. And so I'm looking for that. So you got this runway, your 1,000-footers, and your 1,000-footers. Every runway's different. But I think that's all it is. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not a pilot. You guys, who do you guys take me for? Some kind of pilot or something? I'm not.
Sonoran 351 Sierra, Oscar November
Alright,
Tree
that's
51. Descend and maintain 8,900 feet. Expect ILS runway 21 approach via Golf Echo Golf transition. Cleared to Golf Echo Golf.
This is maintain 9,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 21 approach via gig. Transition clear to gig. Sure you are.
Descend and maintain 8,900 feet. Expect ILS runway 21 approach via Golf Echo Golf transition. Cleared to Golf Echo Golf.
9,000.
Sonoran 351 Sierra, Oscar November Tree 51.
I'll do 2 for now. Alright, we're going to get our descent here. What kind of fields are those? Circular fields. Try to sew this big boat weight on. I love it when they actually give me good instructions, like well before the airport. Because it takes a minute sometimes, dude. It takes a good minute, you know? It takes, you know, shut up. We're heading to gig. They've changed my approach here. They have changed my approach. What kind of approach is this? Hold on a second here. So we're hitting runway, they got me on runway 21. So we're going to fly direct. So we're not doing this airport anymore. They changed the runway, which it happens. Runway 21, which is a little better. We'll just have to fly over the runway. And then we'll have to do a sharp turn and get the line back up, coming back in, which is not terrible. We'll be down low. I'm not worried about that too much. I'm not worried about that all that much.
terribly worried about it. Shoot, I'll be at 8,000 feet by the time I hit the gig, which is what you want. I mean, I'm gonna be on downwind leg technically, and then base is a then on final. It's like downwind leg, base, final. It's crazy. Why even have a PLN file if you're not going to
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November 351. Contact Spokane Tower on 118 decimal tree when inbound.
going to 118.3.
Tower on 118 decimal tree. Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November tree 51. Spokane Tower, Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November tree 51, 51 miles southwest, inbound ILS runway 21 approach.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November tree 51,
Flips the
Spokane
plane.
Tower. Altimeter 299er tree, cleared ILS runway 21 approach.
Cleared ILS runway 21 approach. Sonoran 351.
Cleared ILS runway 21 approach. Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November
We've got a
tree
ways to go.
51.
We got a ways to go. I'm gonna go out to Zoomer, turn right. We still gotta lose a lot of altitude here. I gotta lose a lot of altitude, baby. A lot of altitude. I'll be doing it. Don't need to slow down. That 204 knots was good. We'll slow down when we get down here. I'm just gonna let it kind of coast down and enjoy it, save some fuel. Plane out there in front of us somewhere. I forgot you can do this. Doesn't help me any. I still can't see a thing, but excuse me. Dropping 28. We're dropping pretty good here. We're good to go, man. Go ahead and drop her back down just a little bit. I don't want to waste. We got 30% block fuel. We got 20. I kind of want to save as much fuel as we can. It's gonna be. We're gonna be landing light, which is good. You gotta know what you're gonna land with, right? That's what you want to know. Well, technically, we have passengers on board. They're just not here, but the weight's there. So we're gonna be landing light. So it's easier for us to stop, realistically. You're heavier, it's harder to stop. In theory, not so. We got a long way to go. We're on our final descent here, which is not, I mean, we're doing good. We're alright. I got this. I've landed a plane before. It's okay. Yeah.
Alright, we're on course, good to go. No, 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 no. Depends on how we're dropping. When we get to gig, we'll have to check and see how we're looking at. Drop her on down a little bit. Because we do have to, fly planes. Past 20,000 feet. Plane's good, man. We got it. Nav lights are on. Good to go. Tail de-ice, we don't need that right now. It's all good. When I hit gig, went like a kind of a left bank-ish, and it's going to want us to fly right over the runway. Wait, I'll try to use the EFB to guide me, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a pilot, man. I'm scared. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared. That dang mosquito, dude. I need to spray, dude. Mosquitoes are brutal. About 17,000 feet. We're gonna be down good. That's our runway right there. That's it. Go ahead and get us turned here. We gotta drop down a lot. That's it. We'll be running on the runway right down there. That's it. We'll drop down just fine. Just fine. Fairchild Air Force Base over off to our left. Man, this is a beautiful game, dude. It's that's what saves this game a lot, is the beauty. I mean, it has a lot of boring moments in the sense of like you're just flying a plane, right? But it is a thing of beauty. Just a little bit here. That's a runway. I'm going to be touching down, I believe, this one right here. The one that I got my cursor on right now. That's it. That's our runway that we're going to be landing on right there. I'm flying right over it right now. I'll get us backed over just a little bit here. Yeah, that's it. Dropping down. Double check flight plan there. Make sure it's good to go. Yeah, it's good to go. Hopefully we can be down. We got to drop down a little bit more. We'll be alright. What I need to do, I need to change my head over just a little bit. I need to get us turned over. I need to shuffle us to the left a little bit. I need to get over. Also need to slow way down. Go ahead and just turn around here. Go ahead and get flaps half down. Flaps half down, 50%, good to go. Lights are on, good to go. Landing lights on. Good to get those set up, ready to go. Bank us out here. 165 knots stat, good to go. 20% block fuel, good to go. Landing lights on, good to go. We get turned east, gear will come down. To about 6,000. Gears coming down. Waiting on 3 green dots. 3 green dots, good to go. Gears down completely. Get ourselves lined up here. We're dropping a little bit of altitude here. We'll be lined up runway 21. Hold that autopilot in. I'm gonna anchor us over here just a little bit to the left. Solid, just like that, just like that. Flaps half down, good to go. Awesome. Let's see here. $5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000. 5,000.
go. Make sure we have runway inside before we go and land. Heading's good. We're heading over just a little bit. Go. Goes down. Land line's good to go. Just a little bit more power here. I need to inch over a little bit more. Just get me off center.
Spokane Airport information, Charlie. 0300 Zulu. Wind 269 at 1 tree.
Altitude.
Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 28. Dew point 11. Altimeter 29905. ILS runway 21 in use. Landing and departing runway 21. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back.
Really go a lot. I mean a lot right now. Just lined up, baby. Keeps it 35.
Altitude.
Hold mode off.
Autopilot.
Autopilot's off. Alright, my bird. Flaps good. Runway is in sight. 21 is good to go. Flaps half down. Good to go. Speed 151 knots. Keep it about that. Bank over just a little bit here. Make sure I can get in there like I'm supposed to. Alright.
Sonoran 351 Sierra, Oscar November tree 51, wind 269er at 1 tree, clear to land runway 21.
Good runway 21. Sonoran 351.
Clear to land runway 21. Sonoran 351 Sierra, Oscar November tree
There he goes
51.
again. 145 knots. Good to go. Slowly on a descent climb here. It's Spokane, Washington. Looks absolutely amazing. Check the runway out. See if I can see it. I have perfect side of the runway here. Good to go. A little bit of turbulence. Nothing too bad here. Spree brakes are off. Good to go. Inch over just a little bit here so I can get that good. Inch over just a little bit. Runway is and something good to go. Pull up just a little bit. Nothing major. We got it good. Just keep it like this. Hold it. It's a big heel here. Inch over just a little bit here. More speed. Good. Try it. A lot of turbulence. A lot of turbulence here. A little bit too low, but it's alright. Cruise down, good. Aim for the numbers, aim for the numbers, aim for the numbers, aim for the numbers.
Oh my god, dude, I can't fly a plane. This is the last live stream I'm ever doing. This is the last live stream I'm ever doing, dude. Never playing this game ever again. Y'all can just quit it. Y'all can stop it. I'm never playing this game again, dude. I'm never playing it again. Never playing this game again, dude. I don't know what's gotten it. I used to land this plane so good. And the more I fly it, the worse my landings get. So I'm still turning to the left. Yeah, dead on. It's like the worser I freaking
Sonoran 351
play this
Sierra,
game,
Oscar
the
November
worse I get.
351. Exit runway when able.
I suck at this game, dude. Last time I ever playing this game, never playing it again. Deleting it. I'm actually uninstalling this game tonight. This will be the last time I ever fly a plane. Just a little bump. I picked the plane up off the ground twice.
Sonoran 351 Sierra, Oscar November 351. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Going to 121.9er.
Give me the ground.
Sonoran
Give me the
351 Sierra, Oscar November Tree 51. Spokane ground. Sonoran 351
Yeah,
Sierra,
uninstall.
Oscar November
Uninstall.
Tree
Last time I played this
51. Taxi to parking.
Sonoran 351 Sierra Oscar November 351. Taxi to General
kind of airport is
Aviation
this?
Parking using taxiway Alpha Cross runway 8 Alpha.
Taxiing to General Aviation Parking using taxiway Alpha Cross runway 8 Alpha. Sonoran 351 Sierra, Oscar November Tree 51.
Last time I ever streamed this game, cool. Last time I ever streamed this game, cool. Y'all play with me, man. Y'all play with me. Turn this baby right here. I'm uninstalling this video game after I get done with this. That was the worst landing I've ever done. I used to, I like the first like 5 live streams I did this, I landed this plane like butter. I mean, it was butter. Well, this time, I can tell you what happened this time. I had the son of a gun still at half throttle when I touched the ground. I didn't have anything to kill my power. That was my first problem. But, you know, I'm uninstalling it anyway, so I never had to worry about playing this thing ever again, so, yeah. Never again. Yep. 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 This was so good too. Like I had that approach locked in. I landed okay on the ground. Like getting in, great. But touching that, like I don't know. I guess I'm losing my touch. I guess. I mean, I'm being honest. I guess I'm losing my touch. Because when I first started playing this game, when I first landed this, like the first couple times on live stream, I was doing amazing. Jesus. Break. Okay. Well, that's going to do it for the umpteenth time I'm playing Flight Sim. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm sorry this live stream was a little short and stubby, like me. But I'll holler at you guys later. Hope you guys enjoy. And obviously, I'll find something else to play tomorrow. I'll try my best. So until next time, I'll catch you.